Okay, these are some P4 questions that were asked by students. I'm going to start working through them. Please listen, watch it, and then try and do the question after you listen without copying directly if you can. Okay, so first one, keywords are already highlighted by the student. Box A, box B, equal, removed. Okay, actually maybe too many keywords. Should be just A 1002, B 7002, after, equal, removed from both boxes. B is 7 times of A. Question is, how much was removed from each box? Okay, so very good, huh? More or less correct the keywords. Then now the other thing is that we need to find how to, as you can see from the model actually, it is mostly correct. Okay, but the problem with this model, why the student is stuck is because the part that has been removed was drawn at the back over here. Okay, this is in the wrong place. It's in the wrong place in the sense that if you draw it here, you will not be able to continue. It will not make sense. So for it to make sense, you need to change its location. Okay, so change to where? Instead of drawing over there, and also instead of drawing over here, so this is also wrong. What you want to do is you want to put the model in front, the part that was removed. Okay, so if you want to draw something that is removed and you want it to be this size, then the thing that you want to draw that represents the removed should be in front. Of course, it should be the same size because the amount that was removed is an equal amount, right? So now keep in mind, we have already removed the thing behind, so that you don't get confused, I'm going to erase it. Okay, so that means this part here doesn't exist, okay? And this also doesn't exist. Okay, so right now, the 700 effectively should end over here. Okay, here to here, and then the 1200 will be from here to here only. Okay, now the steps are very obvious because there isn't much you can do, right? You only got 7002 and 1002. Oh, sorry. The 7002 and the 1002 is what was available at first. So I should stretch it a bit more. I should also use a better color. So, okay. So 7002 will be like this. All the way to the end. 1002 will be like this. Okay. So the first step, right, as I said, there aren't many things you can do. So obviously the first step is to take 7200 minus 1200, and that will give you this part here. So how many units is this? Okay, the simple answer to this is it is 6 units, right? I'm sure you can count that yourself. So here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and the 6 units here is 6,000. Okay, so this is your 6 units. I'm gonna bring this down. Okay, so 6,000, right? So obviously now we can find 1 unit lah. That's very easy already. So 1 unit, and then one of the very important habits is to write down what you see into the model. So that means this is 1000. And can you tell me how much was removed? Easy, right? You just got to take 1002 minus 1000 and you get 200. So the question, how much then was removed from each box? Answer is 200. Okay, so you subtract away the 1000 and that will give you 200. So 200 grams, is it grams? Yes, 200 grams of sand was removed. Okay, so that's it, we're done. That's how you do this question. All right, go to the next one. Keywords. Keywords are Amy 97, Jack 612 at first. After each received equal, Jack is 6 times of Amy. Question is Jack in the end. Okay. So again, we have 6 times. We always want to start where there is a how many times, right? So if this is 6 times, then we draw the model for 6 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times. And Jack is 6 times of Amy after they receive. So if this is Jack, right, then this is Amy, correct? Because 6 times. So Amy will be this. And these models represent the amount they have after. Sorry, my nose a bit no good. All right, so this is after, right? After then is 6 times. So that means to say this is the amount they have in the end, not in the beginning. So you want to label that. Okay, and you also need to show where is the amount they receive. So the amount they receive, let's say we just draw a line and then we take this as received. Okay, it's a bit short, so I'm just going to write REC for received. Right? And also I said you need to label your start and end. So if this is the, there will be 2, right? One here, one here. Okay, so can you tell me which one is the start, the longer one or the shorter line? Start. Okay, because I will need to write the 612 and the 97 somewhere, right? So they each receive, they become more, so the start will be shorter, the end will be longer. Okay, if that's what you got, then congratulations, well done. So this will be the start, they receive it, and then this is the end. So likewise, this is the start, there was something that was received, and then this is the end. Okay, and my next question is this start or end? Answer is at first, so start, right? At first means start. So if at first means start, then we want to put the 612 and the 97 there. So I got 612 here, and I got 97 here. Now, of course, if this is 97, then so is this, right? And this will represent 1 unit each. Okay, so I'm sure you know what to do already, right? What will you do? Got it? Okay, so I'm going to take 612. Okay, there aren't many things you can do, correct? There are only 2 numbers, ma. So you take 612 minus 97. And then this will be how many units? Okay, your answer should be 5 units, right? Okay, so 5 units. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in case you don't get it. So 5 units, you subtract, you should get 515. You should check this by reversing the working, okay, when you're doing your exams. So this one, 1 unit. Wrong. 103. Okay, so 103 is 1 unit. Remember what I said in the previous question? You want to write down the information that you got. So this 103 is 1 unit. That means this is 103. Right? Now, if this is 103, then likewise, this is also 103 because this is also 1 unit. Right? So if this is 1 unit, then now we can find how much each of them received. Okay, if that's what you want to find, but that's not the question. The question is, how many did Jack have in the end? So Jack in the end, now, I forgot the label. Jack is the one who has more. So here's Jack, here's and Amy. So Jack, the question is Jack in the end, right? So that means they're asking you to find this. So how many units there are? How many? You can pause the recording if you want to think. Okay, answer is 6 units, right? Okay, so in the end, You can either count, of course, or you can say after that, jack is 6 times, and that is after, meaning the end, right? So you're finding jack in the end, so that's 6 units. And 6 units will be 103 times 6. Okay, so that's 618. And the answer is jack had 618 stems in the end. Okay, and we're done. Okay, I'm going to move on. So if you need to look at it somehow, you can just pause this. All right, I'm going to go on now. Okay, next. Stacking model. Okay, stacking model. Okay, let me look at it first. What's the keywords? Lara, 4 slices of cake. Sorry. And 5 muffins. This is the price. Each slice of cake is this more than. Okay, be very careful. This one is more than, meaning it's a difference. Okay, this is not the cake, this is not the muffin. Then each muffin, find the cost of each muffin. Okay, so stacking model, what does stacking model mean? So stacking model just means that you need to draw one model like this, and then you need to draw another model that is above or below it. Okay, so we got to decide which one is the longer model. Is it one cake or one muffin? What do you think? Okay, so the answer is cake, right? Because it says here, each slice of cake is more than one muffin. So this is the cake, this is the muffin. Okay, so label. So cake, but one cake only. This is also only one muffin. And there is a difference of $2.25. $2.25. Okay, so we got the difference. Now, the model, is it complete? Answer is no, because it is not one cake, one muffin, it is 4 cake, 5 muffin. So we gotta draw that, right? Okay, let's start with the cake. So 4 slices of cake means I gotta have 4 of this. How many more do I need? Got it? I need 3 more because I need 4. So I got 1, I need 3 more, right? Okay, so I'm gonna need 3 more. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste this, but you can just draw it, okay? So 1, 2. Okay, I know y'all are thinking I'm cheating, right? But yeah, so I'm just kidding. But okay, I need to be fast, okay? All right, so this is 1 unit. Okay, why is this 1 unit? This is 1 unit. Why is this 1 unit? Because the rule is the shorter model is 1 unit. Yeah, remember that. So this means I got 4 cakes here. Okay, 1 cake, 1 cake, 1 cake. Okay, how many muffins are there? How many? How many muffins? Muffins. Okay, answer is 5. So I need how many more? Answer is 4, right? 1 plus 4 makes 5. Okay, so 4 more. Okay, this time maybe I don't cheat. But this model is a bit fat, so I'm going to move it down. Yeah, okay, I know I'm cheating again because you can't do that on paper, right? Okay, so 4 more. Draw is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like this, 4 more. Okay, so line, 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 and I got 4 more muffins. All right, so okay, and then 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, and they gave you this value. What is the value? Can you find it? Answer is 32.85, right? Right here, in case you don't see it. Okay, so if this is 32.85, now what do I do? Okay, the rule is remove the extra. What is extra? The extra is this part. Correct? What is this called? This is the unit, this is the extra. Every question you got units and extras. So always remove the extra, right? Now, how much is the extra? Extra. Read all about it. How much? We'll work it out. I'll give you a moment. You can pause this. Are you back? Okay. Answer is $9. Okay, then what do we do? what did I say just now? You need to remove the extra. So therefore, you take the total, you remove the extra. This is a standard step. Always got the same thing. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so now 3285, I minus 9. So when I do that, right, I'm actually trying to find how many units there are. So my question is, how many units do I have? It's a question. How many? Answer? 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I know I missed. Okay, but it's 9. So 9 units is 33.85. And then now you need to divide by 9. Okay, I'm sure you know this part. Okay, so you got to take 33, 89, and 85 and divide this by 9. Okay, remember in division for decimals and money, we put the dot. We got to make sure that the dots are aligned in a straight line. Straight line, huh? Oops, so fat. Okay, straight line. Okay, then you start calculating. You divide by 9, right? Okay, so 0, 0, 3, 3, 4. Oh, that's too much. Maybe 3. 3, 9, 27. Left with 6. Bring down 8. Now notice I did not bring down the decimal. I didn't put the dot here. No dots, right? Okay. So I'll continue. So this will be 7 times 9, 63. And 55. $32.85. Wait, let me just double check. This does not make sense. Something is wrong. 32. Oh, okay. I found a careless mistake. This is 23. Okay, so 23.85. Okay, how did I know I made a careless mistake? Because I cannot divide, right? There's no 9 times table doesn't have this. So if it doesn't have this, means I made a mistake somewhere, right? Okay, so I found the mistake. I continue. Actually, I should start over. Then this is 2. Oh, then I think the answer is also different. Okay, let's continue. Let's redo this. Okay, so here we go. 0. This is 2. So left 2, bring down 3. 2. So 18, 5, 8, 58. Nearest one is 54. That's a 6. That's a 4. And that's a 5. This is a 5. 5 times 9, 45. Remainder 0. Okay, now it makes sense. So 265. So this is one of those things that will tell you made a mistake, like what I just did. Okay. So 1 unit is 23.85 divided by 9. And that gives me $2.65. Okay, how do you double check if you got it right? Well, you take 265 and you multiply this by 9. Okay, if you want to double check this, how you do it. 5 times 9, 45. 6, 9, 54 plus 4, 68. 2, 9, 18 plus 18, 2, 9, 18. 6, 9, 54, 58. Okay, 2, 9, 18 plus 5, 23. Okay, and then I get the comparison, same numbers, huh? Okay, so that means it's correct lah. Okay, so then now I got 265. I can put it here. Okay, you want to put it in one box, you want to put it in many boxes, I leave that to you. Okay, question. How much is each muffin? So answer is 265. If they ask you to find cake, you take 265 plus 225, right? Okay, so let's finish that. $2.65. Okay. Remember, you can pause this. Okay, I'm going to the next question. Here, at a cinema, an adult ticket costs $7, child $3. On a certain day, the cinema sold 24 more children than adult tickets. As a result, 572 was collected. And then how many adult tickets were sold? Okay, why is this called grouping method? Okay, it's called grouping method because they're asking you to take the adult ticket and the child ticket, put them together, form one group. So grouping method simply means you add to form one group. So one group will be one adult plus one child ticket. So the adult ticket is $7, the child ticket is $3. So in total, that's $10. Okay, that's one group. Now, if the number of adult and children tickets sold are the same, then of course this number should be divisible by this number, but obviously it's not, right? And the reason is because there were more children's tickets, 24 more to be precise. So you need to take away the extra that is not part of the group. Okay, this 24 is not part of the groups, not part. And the 572 is the total, so it also includes the 24. So you need to take away the tickets from this, then you can use the groups. Okay, right now it is making the groups not correct, so you need to remove them. Okay, you've got to remove the children's tickets from the price so that you can get a number that should be able to divide by 10. Okay, if you still cannot divide by 10, that means you either made a calculation mistake or something. All right, so remove. Okay, remove what? Remove 24 children's tickets, and each child ticket is $3. So what do? Okay, I'm going to write 24 children. It means 24 children tickets. Okay, so 24 times 3, that's 72. Now remember what I said? Now the next thing you want to do is you want to remove it from the 572, because right now it is part of 572, but if I'm going to divide by 10, it should not include this, right? Because it's not part of the groups, right? So the main thing is that for groups, remember this, for groups, they should become equal. Okay, so 572 minus 72. Oh, how convenient. Okay, so I got 500. So 500 is made up of many groups. There are many groups here. Many groups. So the question is, how many groups? Okay, you take 500 and you divide by 10, right? Because one group is 10. So if you divide, can you tell me? The answer is 50, right? But my question is 50 what? You got an answer? Answer is 50 groups. Groups. Okay, so how many adult tickets were sold? Right, so I'm going to ask you, how many adult tickets are there in one group? Answer is 1. 1 adult ticket in one group. So if I got 50 groups, how many adult tickets do I have? Answer is 50. Now, and that's the answer, by the way. Okay, there are 50. Okay, I like to do it this way. So 50 adult, 50 child. So the answer to answer the question is what? How many adult tickets, right? So there are 50 adult tickets. But for learning, I want to ask you, how many children tickets are there? Is it 50 also? What do you think? Answer is no, right? How many children tickets are there? Answer is 50 plus the 24 that you removed. So answer should be 74 if the question is how many children tickets. And that, my dears, is the grouping concept. All right, hope you understood it. If it's clear, leave a comment in the comment section and say that you understand. Okay, and with that, I will see you again. Bye-bye. Remember, sleep early for your exams, huh? Remember, sleep early for your exams so that you can think clearly. All right? Okay, any other questions, please send them to me. Bye-bye.